Freedom fighters, how's everybody doing today? Well, just a quick little rant. I was thinking about my last couple videos, and I don't think I quite finished it off, so this is going to be like the final bit of the series. It's not really a series, but, my last couple videos, I think it started out with so much winning, are you tired of winning yet? And what was the other one? Oh yeah, John Mark and the winning right. And how they always tell us we're winning and we're basically self-sabotaging the movement, etc., etc. And I just kind of wanted to go, further into that again and kind of just cap it off. But, talking about telling us stuff, this is kind of off topic, but something I was reading about and I was thinking about earlier, but, it's funny how our rulers always tell us how to live, and it's always in this smug, just disdain of the people. And I thought back about when Obama said, you can't have heating and air conditioning. You can't live in a big home and have a car and have heating and air conditioning. You'd blow up the planet like that. That's only for, elites and privileged people such as myself, not for you peasants down there in the slave class. But, the new recent saying was from this guy, I believe his name was Matthew Wright, and he's some columnist or some dude that he runs a radio program, I think that's what it was, or he was doing some interview, probably some leftist rag, like comparable to the NPR here in America. I'm pretty sure he was a British journalist or something like that. Anyway, he's from Europe, and he tells the people, some dude was calling into the show and said, like, yeah, things are getting really bad here, and we're just tired of, all the immigration, the inflation, the whole situation. And he's like, well, buddy, you're just gonna have to suck it up. Things are changing around here, and you're just afraid of the change, and you're gonna have to deal with it. And I'm just like, this is the way that they always talk to us. They talk down on you, and they're just like, you're just going to have to deal with it. You're just going to have to suck it up. And, just imagine that if we told them the same. Imagine if we flipped the tables, flipped the script around, and told them, hey, we're going to burn down the Federal Reserve Bank and restore constitutional money. We're going to kick out all the invaders. We're going to deport them all. We're going to build the wall. We're going to hang all the treasonous scum politicians that have sold out this country. And yeah, things are going to change around here, but you're just going to have to suck it up. You're just going to have to deal with it, buddy, because things are going to change around here. Now just imagine if we said that. And, of course, you all know the disclaimer by now, and I should just probably repeat it for any new viewers, but I do not encourage or support any violent, illegal, unlawful actions, so don't go tell them that I told you to do it, because here I am telling you not to. And I also said imagine, so, it's all hypothetical scenarios here, but you know what I'm saying. The way they talk to us, if we talk to them the same way, the reactions wouldn't be the same. But, that's just it. They expect you to sit down and shut up and just go along with it. And I literally have a video. I forget what video I did about that, but it's one of my shorts where a segment I took out of the video where I say they literally just want you to be the hamster on the wheel and go through your routine, go to work Monday morning, come home, get in your pod, eat the bugs, and then, rinse and repeat. Just run the cycle. They expect you to be, their little slave forever and never, revolt or go against it. And then the other thing I heard was recently, and I think that was The guy was calling in maybe from Ireland. I can't really confirm that, or I don't remember that. But he was talking about, what happened there in Dublin with the illegal immigrant stabbing some kids or something like that, and the backlash from that whole event. And yeah, so what do? All the leftist rags come out and say it's the far right, it's the far right. Um, and even the police chief or something like that came out and said that. Which once again, how much more do you need? How much more proof do you need that the police aren't going to be on your side? Especially in Europe. I mean, they're all cucked beyond belief, and they're never going to help you. Restore your countries and your cultures. They're pretty much too far gone. So if you're still waiting on the police to do something in Europe, yeah, it's pretty much game over there. But I mean, we're not in any really better shape here in America either. But yeah, they're definitely not helping. But yeah, I forget if it was the PM there, because they have a prime minister there. I don't think it's the president, or if it was like someone in a top position there. He also came out and their whatever halls of Congress or whatever they give their speeches, and he was like, well, yeah, you know what, Ireland is going to have to change. And we have a white cabinet member, and a white health minister, and the secretary's white, and I'm pretty sure the prime minister himself is white. And he's like, it's just too white around here in Ireland. So things are going to have to change. This is their response to the event in Ireland. And I'm pretty sure Conor McGregor and some other people from there was like, this is pretty much just an outright declaration of war on the Irish people. And that's exactly what it is. And it's happening all over the West. And have you noticed that this is always white Western countries? I wonder why that is. And you don't see this anywhere else. I mean, you don't see any Asian cultures, Chinese for sure. You never see the Chinese come out, Xi Jinping come out and say, well, I'm going to step down because I don't think I can't even remember what he is. Is he president or prime minister? I don't think we should be Chinese. And, my secretary's Chinese, and my Department of Defense is Chinese, and our health secretary's Chinese. And you know what? It's really just two Chinese around here. You'll never hear them say that. You'll never hear that from the Japanese or the Koreans or anywhere. You don't hear that in Africa. You don't hear one of their presidents saying, well, a black man's running the country. The Secretary of Health is black. The Department of Education is black. Everybody's black, and we just all need to resign and, get some diversity in here. You don't hear it from the Hispanics. Same thing again. This is Hispanic, that's Hispanic, the leader of this is Hispanic. Because you're living in a Hispanic country. All that makes sense. It's only white Western countries that are expected to roll over and cuck and be a little bitch. It's basically what it comes down to. And just lose your country, lose your culture. And, that's what they pretty much teach in these schools nowadays. You don't even have a culture. You don't even have a country. It belongs to other people. It's because it's the planned demolition and destruction of America and broadly, the West. All of the West is what it's, trying to accomplish. But anyway, I mean, this gets to the broader point I was trying to make of where, your right-wing politicians at this point need to be talking like this. They need to be advocating for a way forward and an end game here. And I don't think they realize where we're at. Where we the people are at. And whenever I talk to people, wherever it is, if we're out on a camping trip or, you're at the gun range or a gun show or some kind of outdoor expo or, something like that, and you talk to the people, everyone's fed up, and they're sick and tired of it. And recently MTG put out a tweet or something where she said, her constituents, she's the voice of the people. That's what she's elected to do. And she said her constituents are talking about civil war. And that just lets you know where they're at. We're done with all this bullshit and the petty talk and the this and the that and the investigations and the slow rolling stall tactics. And they don't realize how fed up we are. And I'm good on MTG for at least voicing that opinion and bringing that forward. I know most of them won't even bring that opinion forward. But she was just out the other day shilling for books. She just wrote a book. And I'm just like, look, man, we don't have time for this. For commercials and book deals and, little 15-minute segments on Fox News so you can, whatever. Like, we the people are fed up, and you need to come to the table and realize it, and we need to start talking about some, real solutions here. And, I know that I think secession is on the Texas ballot this year. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, hopefully, that gets some steam. And, of course I'm not, again, disclaimer, I'm not advocating for violence or, civil war or any of that. But I think even if you voted for secession, just like previously, it will lead to the second Civil War. I mean, essentially, we're already, I've already done that video as well. We're already in the second Civil War. Yeah, it's a culture war. It's, a Cold War. But we're, for all, important, aspects, we're already in it. And yeah, we're at, the 2-minute drill. If I'm going to make a sports analogy, whenever I'm watching, sports and my team sucks, so they're always behind and they're trying to make up. And then in the last 2 minutes of the game, they call that the 2-minute drill, where you planned out all your best plays and you try to get back in the game. And whenever I see that, I'm always like, why didn't they start this sooner? Why didn't they start the 2-minute drill? They should have a 5-minute drill and a 10-minute drill. Why wait until the very end to put your plan together? And that's what I'm saying. Like, we're at the end here. Why wait to the moment that we get put onto train cars, or the moment that they're rounding us up, or the Civil War is literally hot in the streets, to implement your plan? Because we're at the end here, and it's time to the Hail Mary. Let's do another sports analogy, but yeah, throw the hope and the prayer out there, and we got to get something done. We got to figure out what we got to do, because the same old shit that's been going on ain't cutting it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Yeah, until the next one, you know what I always say, we are on our own. No one's coming to save us. So get right with God, because only God can save you. Freedom Fighters out.